Finally, the production was very much what one expected. Director John Donahue, working on a grant from National Art Endowment, quite simply tested the limits both of himself and his medium. He had over 90 actors, singers, an orchestra, boys, choir, slides, and films. He had scaffolding built out into the audience to hold everyone. The greatest weaknesses of this production centers on the heavy-handedness of relevance. There's no need for the recorded prologues to each act with Gaines explaining the significance of the play. There's no need for slides of city riots or war to wake this up. There's also some flabby writing and some trouble with continuity and clarity. The Gaines script and the Donahue vision appear often to clash.
Oh, we need.
That's good.
Well, there are 3 sets.
This started out with a living room and 7 characters, right?
No.
What is it?
In the beginning of the play, I'm having this movie that shines on the curtain that is a fire of burning buildings.
From the Civil War.
Yeah, from down south. You know.
A scene from...
And marching feet are marching, and drums are going.
Yeah.
And some soldiers are singing, tramp, 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 the boys are marching, you know. And the cannons are going, you know.
Too small. Well, okay, that's a good thing. Who's playing in it?
Sarah, Wendy,
the mother.
and Frank McGovern plays the male lead.
What is he?
Good.
Oh. What do you think of that, John?
Well, that's a small part, isn't it?
Nope.
Well, he's ready now.
In fact, he is very handsome and charming,
I agree.
and he will be...
Charming, is he?
Sure.
This is making me look...
During the whole play.
Oh, yeah, Frank.
Hi, kids. How are ya? You made me awful nervous last night, you know.
I think it's too thin. No, let me do it. Let me do it. It'd be funny if everybody just went...
She's there for the second act, right?
But we'll see. I'm very anxious to see what becomes of some of these kids that have been around for a long time. Whether it makes a difference or not. Michael Langham says he's going to establish an institute in America. You know, I went to talk to him about whether we could have a continuity between our apprentices and theirs, so we are having it. And he said, I'll tell you, he said, I'm interested in having an institute on the American language, an institute on a new English for Americans in the theater. Oh, really? He wants to start. He's anxious. Wow. He said, does that interest you? I said, no.
Oh, good.
Well, it doesn't. I'm not into language so much.
Oh, that's not true.
Well, I mean, you know, like that. I mean, style of, I don't know.
Jim, what about the warm-up bit? I think they should do the warm-up bit
Safety pins?
before the singing.
Have a couple minutes.
Say, you 3 pigs, you should run the victory dance.
We're only the B squad, but we're working up there. Oh, I thought you were the A squad.
No, that can't be that.
No. We ain't doing a ballet.
No, it's not a ballet. See, it's a...
Take me at the tap dance. Go da, da. What was it?
But you give my regards to Broadway.
Yeah, okay. That's right. Then you will invite the children to sing along, starting slowly, accelerating, and a big accelerando finish. And 3 for the kids to sing along.
strong, sturdy house, or the wolf will get you. Then she kissed each pig a big piggy kiss goodbye. It was a very, very sad day in the little pig's house. Off they went down the road of life. They were leaving their mom for the last time. Bye, Mom, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, it made the mother pig so sad. Look, Patty.
As usual, the pigs and goats played a 90% weekend, and then the afternoon show was Jerusalem was 14%, and Sunday was 34%. But don't give up hope, because a great surge of sales are going on right now, and the evenings will sell out completely, and the next Saturday and Sunday will be about maybe 65, 75% sales.
Bravo.
That's what we like to hear.
The possibility of holding it over. What, do you want to discuss that, anybody?
Yeah,
I think we should.
I have to talk to musicians immediately.
Well, that's why we
Okay.
need to discuss it. Do you think there's any reason to do it? We'd have to make the decision almost immediately without knowing how much momentum is gathering. Well, let's put it this way. Let me ask it another way. What does it cost us a performance to have it now?
Yes, they're $125 at the utmost for the extra musician there.
What about you? Nothing, right? Hardly.
Cost me nothing.
Well, does it seem like there's a reason to do it?
I think a holdover on this show would bring full houses.
Starting to happen, right?
Sure, let's do it.
I don't know.
I heard it was only $150 for tonight. $150? Sarah said it was $150 for tonight, and 100 of it was press agents. I thought it was $350. That's what her mother said. Oh. I don't know what they're talking about.
How did Sarah
she said she liked it. She said during intermission, 2 kids behind her, she heard one kid say to the other one, how'd you like it? And the kid goes, oh, I think it's just sort of a cheap imitation of hair.
Oh, yeah.
They're these old people. They're just great. They kept making comments the whole time going, well, that's something different. I like it. I've never seen anything like that before. I think that's really unusual.
The audience was so far out, like it was so hard to act.
Why?
Because it was like they were, it's like you said, they were so uptight, they were antagonistic.
They were what?
Antagonistic. They really wanted.
They were.
We better go out there and make sure everything's set.
Does anybody have a watch? Gary, do you?
Yeah.
Vibes yet. What? Best vibes yet. Good ones, really good ones.
I want to. You hear John? Yeah.
I like John when he's back there. It makes you feel better.
Listen, also spring, and he'll be upside down with one leg. And he's all sweaty, and he's going like this. He's going, It's gonna be a good show. What? John.
Buy the peanuts, John Donahue eats.
Begin taking your places, please.
Yeah.
How come they don't let us go to the reception?
Because you're not 21 and they serve booze, baby, and you ain't 21.
Well, I go to my mom and dad's New Year's parties.
Well, wonderful. You go to your mom and dad's New Year parties, but you don't go to the Children's Theater reception.
Where this production works is when it slashes through sophisticated modern statements and hits on universals, for that's where Donahue's theater is headed and where it shines above others. When it moves into Bosch-like fantasy, when that pounding, percussive music brings the huge cast to its feet, sweat dripping, its beliefs firm, the beauty of the cast members shining through the ugliness of the temporal situation, then we're reminded of primal theatrical energy. There should be more of those moments, but this work has many. In its outrageous daring is the feel of liberation, which theater has such rich possibilities to release.
Huh.
Right.